All right, we're gonna work on example number 2 and example number 3 in this video. So we have HCl being titrated with NaOH until its endpoint was reached. What's the concentration of HCl? So first we're gonna write our chemical equation. We have HCl plus NaOH. This produces H2O plus NaCl. I'm given 0.05 liters of HCl and 0.035 liters of NaOH. I converted right away my milliliters to liters. I also have my concentration of NaOH at 0.08 moles per liter, which is the same as writing a big M. Concentration is what we're going to look for of HCl. So first, I'm going to find my moles of what I have both information about. So I'm going to look for my moles of NaOH. That's equal to 0.035 liters times 0.08 moles per 1 liter. This is 0.0028 moles. Pause this video and try it by yourself. Remember, moles is equal to concentration times volume. Next, we want to find the moles of our acid, and we're going to do this using the mole ratio. I have 0.0028 moles of NaOH, and I have 1 mole of NaOH for every 1 mole of HCl. That's from our balanced equation here. It's a 1-to-1 ratio. That means that my moles of HCl will be 0.0028 moles of HCl. Now that I have my moles, I'm going to use this to find my concentration based on the volume that was given to me in the question. So my concentration of HCl is equal to 0.0028 moles of HCl divided by 0.05 liters or 50 milliliters converted here, and I'm left with my final answer of 0.056 moles per liter, which is the same as saying 0.056 big M. In example 3, we're looking for the volume this time. I'm given the concentration, volume, and concentration of my other substances here. So I'm going to start by balancing my equation. I have sulfuric acid plus potassium hydroxide. Potassium is an alkali metal. It is a charge of +1, which balances with the -1 from the hydroxide. I'm going to make water plus potassium sulfate, which I need a 2 for because sulfate ion has a charge of 2 negative. Potassium ion is +1. To balance, I'm going to put my 2's here. Now I'm given a concentration of 0.25 mole per liter and a concentration of 0.65 mole per liter. My volume here is 37.2 milliliters, which is equal to 0.0372 liters. I'm looking for my volume of sulfuric acid. My first step is to find my moles of my base because I'm given 2 pieces of information about my base. So I'm going to take 0.65 moles per liter times 0.03272 liters. I need to be able to cancel out those liters. This gives me 0.02418 moles. I'm going to convert this now into my moles of my acid. I have 0.02418 moles of potassium hydroxide. For every 2 moles of potassium hydroxide, I have 1 mole of sulfuric acid. I'm going to represent that here in a way that I can cancel out my potassium hydroxide because I'm solving for my moles of my acid. This gives me 0.01209 moles of my acid. When I want to find my volume, I take my moles divided by my concentration. So I have 0.01209 moles of sulfuric acid, and the concentration given to me in the question is 0.25 moles per liter. This gives me a volume of 0.04836 liters, or 48.36 milliliters. And that's how you solve for volume when given the concentration and volume and concentration of an acid and a base.